why everyone avoids you. After 70, even your kids. Ever notice how, after you hit 70, the rooms you used to fill with laughter start feeling quieter? You wave at your kids, and somehow they're always too busy, too distracted, or just not quite there. It's like you're standing on the sidelines of your own family, watching life move without you. That sting? Yeah, it's real, and it hurts deep, like a cold wind on an autumn evening. But why does this happen? Why does it feel like everyone's avoiding you, even the ones you love most? See, it's not about you being less important. It's about the way life changes, the fast pace, the tech whirlwind, the new routines everyone's caught up in. Your kids? They're juggling work, grandkids, their own lives. And sometimes, in the shuffle, it feels easier to step back than to face the tough stuff like aging parents who remind them of time slipping away. But here's the truth. That distance doesn't mean you're forgotten. It means the love is waiting to be reached. You might feel invisible, like your voice is just background noise. But remember, your stories, your laughter, and your wisdom, those are treasures no one else has. When you open your heart and reach out, even if it's just a simple call or sharing a memory, you're planting seeds of connection. It might not bloom overnight, but it will. Keep showing up. Keep sharing your light. And hey, it's okay to feel lonely sometimes. That feeling doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. You're still here, still fighting, still loving, and that's more powerful than you realize. So, hold on to hope. Keep your heart open, and know this. Even when the world seems distant, your place in your family's story is irreplaceable. You're not alone, not now, not ever. You know, it's hard to admit when you feel left out, especially by your own kids. You raised them, loved them, stayed up late worrying about their futures, and now they're the ones who seem to drift away. Maybe they don't call as often, or when they do, it feels rushed, like they're checking off a box. And yeah, that stings in a way that's hard to put into words. You start wondering if you're just forgotten. But here's something important to hold on to. That distance, it's usually not about you. It's about life's messiness, about how busy and tangled their worlds have gotten. Let me tell you, your kids aren't trying to hurt you. They love you, even when their actions don't show it well. Sometimes they get caught up in their own struggles, jobs, relationships, health worries, and they don't know how to juggle those with caring for aging parents. It's not that they don't care. It's that they feel overwhelmed and unsure how to help without making things harder. You've been their rock forever, and suddenly roles shift, and that can be scary for everyone involved. But here's where you can take some power back. Instead of waiting for them to come to you, take the first step, even if it feels like the hardest thing in the world. Send a text, make a call, or even write a letter telling them how you feel. Be honest, but gentle. Let them know you miss them and want to be part of their lives. Sometimes the simple truth shakes people awake in ways nothing else can. It might open a door you thought was closed for good. And while you're doing that, don't forget about yourself. Build a life filled with things you love, old hobbies, new interests, friends who get you. When you shine your own light, it draws others closer. You're not just waiting for your kids to notice you. You're showing the world who you are now. Vibrant, full of stories, and worth knowing. That confidence, it's magnetic. Remember, family isn't just about blood, it's about connection, respect, and love that's earned every day. Your kids might be wrapped up in their own lives, but that doesn't mean they've stopped needing you. Sometimes they just need a reminder. And you're the one who can give that. So keep reaching out, keep loving, and keep believing that your place in their hearts is still strong, even if it's hidden beneath the noise for a little while. You're not alone in feeling this way. Many folks walk this road feeling the silence grow louder than the laughter. But don't let that silence define you. Your story, your love, and your presence matter more than you know. Hold on to that truth and keep showing up, because one day soon that distance will shrink and you'll be right there front and center in the lives of those who matter most. It's tough, isn't it? Watching your kids become strangers bit by bit feels like losing pieces of yourself. You remember when their laughter filled the house, when every little moment was a chance to connect. Now, those moments seem rare, like fading echoes from a time long gone. You might catch yourself thinking, did I do something wrong? Am I too much? Or maybe not enough? That weight presses heavy on your chest, and the nights get longer because the silence screams louder than any words. But here's a truth to hold on to. Distance doesn't erase love. Your kids might not always show it in ways you want, but deep down, they carry you with them. Sometimes their busy lives and stress build walls that aren't about shutting you out, but about protecting themselves from their own fears and failures. They're scared too, scared of watching you age, scared of what the future holds, scared they won't know how to help you. And that fear can make them pull away instead of reaching out. You've spent decades giving your strength, your advice, your time. Now, it's okay to feel vulnerable, to want more from those relationships. Don't bury those feelings inside. Share them. When you tell your kids, I miss you, or I wish we could spend more time together, you're not being weak. You're being real. And being real invites real connection. Sometimes they need to hear it to remember what they might be taking for granted. At the same time, remember that your worth isn't tied to how much attention you get. You're not defined by their busyness or their silence. You're a lifetime of stories, wisdom, laughter, and love. So, find joy outside of their schedules. Maybe it's joining a club, volunteering, or starting a new hobby that lights you up. When you invest in yourself, you fill your world with meaning that no absence can steal. And don't underestimate the power of small moments. A simple card, a surprise visit, or even sharing an old family photo can break through the distance. Those little sparks remind everyone that family ties are alive. They just need tending. And when your kids see you thriving and reaching out, it may inspire them to show up more often. Not because they have to, but because they want to. I know it hurts. I know the loneliness creeps in. But you're not invisible. Your love still matters. Your presence still shapes lives. Keep holding on to that hope and keep taking those steps, no matter how small. Because sometimes the smallest gestures open the biggest doors. And that door, it might just lead back into the hearts of the people you cherish most. Hold on to that hope and keep taking small steps, because sometimes the tiniest gestures open the biggest doors. And that door might just lead back to the hearts of those you love most. You're not invisible. Your love still matters. Watch videos on screen.